Hi protein ice cream fans, are you ready for another video about the most delicious and healthy low-calorie protein ice cream recipes? Great! In this video I will answer some of the most frequently asked questions about my true natural protein ice cream recipes. But before we start,
cottage cheese and zucchinis are the signature ingredients of my true natural protein ice creams, which are way lower in calories than ordinary ice cream, which are way lower in fat and sugar than ordinary ice cream, which are way higher in protein than ordinary ice cream, thanks to the casein protein in the cottage cheese and the whey protein powder, which are full of healthy vegetables and fruit, and most important, which are overly delicious. All your favorite flavors. Pure pleasure, without guilt.
one small but important detail. I'm not a YouTube video maker who made a protein ice cream. I'm a protein ice cream maker who made a YouTube video. So sorry if this video is not of the highest quality, but I promise you, the protein ice cream is. For those who don't know me yet, I'm Jos from TrueNaturalBodybuilding.com. Since I was 14, I have been passionate about everything related to body composition optimization, building muscle mass while reducing excess body fat through training and healthy nutrition, without using any performance enhancing drugs or supplements. Today I'm over 50 and still exercising almost daily. In the autumn and in the winter I only do endurance training to optimize my respiratory health. And in the spring and in the summer I only do resistance training to rebuild my muscle mass and my strength for optimal fitness. Now let's get started with my amazing true natural protein ice cream recipes. Now let's get started with the most frequently asked questions about my true natural protein ice cream recipes. Number 1. What's so special about your true natural protein ice cream? Well, there are many protein ice cream recipes on the internet. Some are low in calories, others are healthy or even tasty. However, what makes my true natural protein ice cream recipes truly unique is that they only use healthy natural ingredients, that they are really low in calories, and most important, that they are overly delicious. And yes, not only my berry and banana flavored protein ice cream, but also all my other flavors, including chocolate, coffee, cookies, coconut, peanut, pistachio, and even vanilla, contain 60% veggies and fruit, without negatively impacting the taste at all. On top of that, you don't need any special skills, ingredients, or kitchen equipment to make my true natural protein ice creams yourself. And the cost of it will not be higher than what you pay in the supermarket for ordinary ice cream. Also, the nutritional content of my true natural protein ice creams is very impressive. First, I must explain that for each ice cream flavor, I have developed 4 different recipe versions to meet everyone's personal dietary needs. An ultra low calorie version, a delicious low fat version, a delicious low carb version, and an ultra delicious version. On average, they have about 80 kilocalories per 100 grams of protein ice cream, which equals 2 full scoops of ice cream. An ordinary ice cream typically contains about 3 times more calories, 4 times more fat, 3 times more carbohydrates, and 3 times less protein than my true natural protein ice creams. The following table provides a comparison of my chocolate flavored protein ice cream to 3 other delicious chocolate treats. As you can see, none of them provide a comparable nutritional value and amount of pleasure, 1 hour, for so few calories. In summary, I would say the following about my true natural protein ice creams. They contain a lot of high quality protein. They are healthy and full of veggies and fruit. They contain minimal quantities of fat and sugar. They are low to very low in calories. And most important, they are overly delicious. A 1 liter container of my true natural protein ice cream offers more than 1 hour of ultimate taste sensation for only about 500 kilocalories. 60% is healthy veggies and fruit, and most of the rest is very high quality protein. Tell me, can it be any more spectacular? Next question. What is the difference between your true natural protein ice cream and other protein ice creams? There are indeed many protein ice cream recipes on the internet. Some are low in calories, others are healthy or even tasty. However, what makes my true natural protein ice cream recipes truly unique is that they are not only high in protein and low in calories, but they are also developed to be healthy and at the same time to have an optimal taste. All my true natural protein ice cream recipes taste amazing and they contain 60% veggies and fruit. Cottage cheese and zucchini and sometimes strawberry form the basis of all my protein ice cream recipes. They are the unique key ingredients which offer exactly the right properties that give a perfect texture, volume and taste to my true natural protein ice creams. I have never encountered any other protein ice cream recipes that make use of cottage cheese or zucchini. So cottage cheese and zucchini are the 2 signature ingredients of my true natural protein ice creams. For flavoring, I also try to use as much as possible natural ingredients, rather than relying fully on artificial aromas. I prefer using as much as possible natural and healthy flavoring ingredients that are rich in fiber, phytonutrients and antioxidants, such as blueberries, cocoa powder, instant coffee, coconut flour, milled oats, peanut butter powder, etc. Also, compared to many other protein ice cream recipes, I believe my true natural protein ice cream recipes resemble much more the taste and texture of traditional commercial ice creams. My true natural protein ice creams are developed to be at their best when eaten after being frozen in the freezer, rather than straight from the blender. Next question. Why is your protein ice cream called True Natural? That's an easy one. I call my protein ice creams True Natural because years ago I have created a website dedicated to True Natural Bodybuilding. True Natural Bodybuilding is a form of bodybuilding where no performance enhancing drugs, hormones and supplements are used. In True Natural Bodybuilding, you try to build as much muscle mass as possible while decreasing excess body fat as much as possible, and you do that by targeted strength training and nutrition. My True Natural protein ice creams fit perfectly in a proper True Natural bodybuilding diet. Next question. Do your True Natural protein ice creams really taste good? You bet they do. My True Natural protein ice creams have not only been developed to be healthy and low calorie with a high protein content, but especially to have the best possible taste and texture that is comparable to or even better than the taste of commercial ice creams. It took me multiple years of trial and error experiments using different ingredients in different quantities to fine-tune my protein ice cream recipes to optimize the taste and texture. And now I have finally hit bullseye. Not only do I love my True Natural protein ice creams so much that I eat them myself every single day, at least half a container, that is 2 full cups, but I also did the ultimate taste test. I offered it to my youngest son, who's only 5 years old. And yes, he totally adores it. And that, for me, is the absolute proof that my True Natural protein ice creams are truly delicious. Try it yourself, you will be amazed. Next question. Why do you have 4 different versions of each true natural protein ice cream flavor? Well, people have different goals and dietary needs and habits. Some people are calophobic. They want to eat as few calories as possible. Think, for example, about bodybuilders in contest preparation who want to get as lean as possible. For them, I have created the ultra low-calorie version of my true natural protein ice creams. Other people are carbophobic. They want to eat as few carbohydrates as possible. Think, for example, about people who want to improve their insulin sensitivity because they are diabetic. They may be following a low carbohydrate or ketogenic diet. For them, I have created the delicious low carb version of my true natural protein ice creams. Then we have people who are fatophobic. They want to eat as little fat as possible. Think, for example, about people who want to lower their cholesterol or triglycerides to decrease their cardiovascular health risks. They may be following a diet that is low in saturated fat. For them, I have created the delicious low-fat version of my true natural protein ice creams. And finally, we have the normal people who have no phobias at all and simply want to eat delicious, healthy and nutritional food. For them, I have created the ultra-delicious version of my true natural protein ice creams, which are well balanced in terms of protein, carbohydrate and fat content, but still have less than half the calories of ordinary ice cream and contain up to 60% veggies and fruit. And yes, the ultra low calorie version of my recipes is slightly less delicious than the other versions. But that's an obvious consequence of leaving out completely some caloric ingredients that highly contribute to the taste and texture of the protein ice cream. And that's probably not a big deal for someone who chooses for an ultra low calorie diet and thus will be craving for any food all day long. Although I personally like the delicious low carb version slightly more, I usually eat myself the delicious low fat version because I think it's more suitable to replenish my glycogen stores after my intense workouts. And please be very careful with the ultra delicious version because it indeed is addictive. Don't tell me I didn't warn you. Next question. What are your favorite true natural protein ice cream flavors? Well, my blueberry strawberry flavored recipe is absolutely one of my top favorite flavors. Especially on hot summer days or after an intense workout, I adore its sweet sour taste. I would describe the taste as a strong strawberry flavor enriched with a deep blueberry flavor, on top of a nice vanilla background with a touch of a creamy sweet banana flavor. Try it out yourself, it's absolutely amazing. Even better than the best berry ice cream you have ever tried in your life. I'm not joking. And I like to combine it with vanilla flavored protein ice cream. 50-50, berries and vanilla, really a very nice combination. In the winter, I can endlessly enjoy my chocolate flavored and coffee flavored protein ice creams. Although in general, I'm not a big fan of coconut flavored candy or cookies, I have to admit that I also like my coconut flavored protein ice cream very much. I especially like to combine it with my chocolate or coffee flavored protein ice cream. 50-50, white and black, really a fantastic combination. But also the cookies flavored protein ice cream is one of my favorite flavors. When you decide to start making true natural protein ice creams yourself, I would recommend starting with the blueberry strawberry and the chocolate flavor. Next, I would maybe recommend going for the coffee and then the cookies, coconut and vanilla flavor. All of these I've eaten so often and I never ever got tired of them.
After you have clicked the like button of this video and subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can download for free my true natural protein ice cream Excel sheet, which contains all information you need to prepare the true natural protein ice creams, including the recipes with a complete list of ingredients and quantities and detailed directions of preparation, as well as detailed nutritional information for many different protein ice cream flavors, such as vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, coconut, cookies, coffee, etc. Do it right now.
Next question. What about the protein in your true natural protein ice cream? Well, my true natural protein ice cream recipes are designed to have up to 70 grams of the highest quality protein per 1 liter container. They typically contain 25 grams of casein from the cottage cheese, which is the highest quality slow releasing protein available, and more than 30 grams of whey from the whey protein powder, which is the highest quality fast releasing protein available. And these numbers can easily be increased to meet your personal needs by adding extra protein powder, without any negative impact on the texture and flavor of the protein ice cream. It is no secret that a high protein intake is essential for those who want to optimize their body composition by building more muscle mass or reducing excess body fat. Proteins are the building blocks of muscle tissue, and building sufficient muscle mass is very important, not only for strength and body shape, but also for your general health. Research has demonstrated that an optimal protein intake for maximizing your health span is between 1.2 and 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. On top of that, it's a generally accepted fact that high protein meals have great benefits for fat loss. There is convincing evidence that a high protein intake increases thermogenesis and satiety compared to diets of low protein content, and that high protein meals lead to a reduced subsequent food intake. Next question. Which protein powder should I use? Well, my true natural protein ice cream recipes are designed for using whey protein concentrate, which typically contains about 80% whey protein, and that do not contain any thickening agents such as guar gum and xanthan gum. I typically use Impact Whey Protein from myprotein.com. You can use any other whey protein concentrate, but if it already contains a thickening agent, you should use 0.4 grams less xanthan gum in the recipe. Otherwise, your ice cream's texture may become too foamy. If you want, you can also use whey protein isolate instead of concentrate. Whey protein isolate typically contains more than 90% of whey protein and minimal amounts of fat and carbohydrate. Although I have never tried it, I'm pretty sure that you can also use other milk-based protein powders, which contain casein protein or a combination of casein and whey protein. Maybe even non-milk based protein powders may do the trick, such as egg protein powders or even vegan protein powders. However, if you use a protein powder different from whey protein, you will probably need to adjust the amount of xanthan gum that you use, because these protein powders will probably have a different impact on the viscosity and thus the texture of the protein ice cream. Next question. Can I add more whey protein than recommended in the true natural protein ice cream recipes? Sure, if you want your protein ice cream to have a higher protein content, you can simply add an additional 10, 20 or more grams of flavored or unflavored whey protein powder. If you use a bit more whey protein powder than prescribed in the recipe, the texture of your protein ice cream will be even better. Next question. Why do you add dextrose or whipping cream to your true natural protein ice cream? Well, to optimize the texture and taste of my true natural protein ice creams, a small quantity of dextrose, also called glucose, is used in the low-fat version of my recipes, and a small quantity of 35% fat whipping cream is used in the low-carb version of my recipes. Yes, I know, they add a few calories to the ice cream, but to be honest, there are no proper low-calorie substitutes if you really want optimal taste. As most of you know, glucose is our body's endogenous carbohydrate that resides in our blood plasma and fuels all our body cells, in contrast to fructose from table sugar, which is generally considered to be harmful for your health. So dextrose is a healthier choice than table sugar. In fact, dextrose is an ideal carbohydrate to replenish the glycogen stores in your muscles and liver after an intense workout, which is something I personally highly appreciate. In addition, the fact that the dextrose is trapped in the frozen viscous matrix of the protein ice cream substance that is stabilized by the xanthan and guar gum will ensure a slow release of the glucose during digestion. This will avoid steep peaks in your insulin levels. Personally, I find the low-fat version and the low-carb version of my protein ice creams nearly equally delicious, and almost as delicious as the ultra-delicious version. However, if you really want to keep the calories as low as possible, you can reduce the amount of dextrose or whipping cream, or even remove them completely, as in the ultra-low-calorie versions of my recipes. But be aware, this will have a small impact on the taste and texture of the protein ice cream. Next question. Can I make your true natural protein ice cream without xanthan gum? Well, xanthan gum is a thickening agent that is used commonly in commercial ice creams to improve the texture and to increase the volume of the ice cream by trapping air bubbles in the ice cream. While only a very small quantity of xanthan gum is needed, skipping it would result in a very hard and icy product, which is not scoopable and unpleasant to eat. So I strongly recommend you to never skip the xanthan gum. I typically also add a small quantity of guar gum, which is a similar product as xanthan gum, and works synergistically to obtain even better results. I would, however, never replace the xanthan gum by guar gum, because it would not give a satisfying result. Using the right amount of gum is critical. If you don't use enough gum, the protein ice cream will not have enough volume, result in a harder and icier product. If you use, on the other hand, too much gum, your protein ice cream may get an undesirable foamy texture. So always strictly follow the recipe and carefully measure the right amount of gum. Next question. Do I need stevia extract to make your true natural protein ice cream? Personally, I like my ice cream very sweet, so that's why I add some stevia extract to my recipes. Stevia extract is my personal favorite zero-calorie sweetener to substitute the large amounts of table sugar that are commonly used in ordinary ice creams. Stevia is derived from the leaves of the stevia plant and thus completely natural. I use a very pure stevia extract of more than 95% purity, which is more than 300 times sweeter than table sugar. But any other low-calorie sweet sugar substitute could probably be used successfully instead of stevia. Next question. How to give the protein ice cream the right color? Well, the ingredients used in my true natural protein ice cream recipes typically result automatically in a very nice colored ice cream. Red, dark brown, light brown, green, yellowish or white. The strawberries and blueberries give a very nice red-blue color to my blueberry strawberry protein ice cream. The cocoa powder gives a deep brown color to my chocolate protein ice cream. The instant coffee powder gives a light brown color to my coffee protein ice cream. And in my cookies protein ice cream, I typically also add a small amount of cocoa powder to give it a light brown color. For all my brownish ice creams, I use green zucchinis with their skin. If you use green zucchinis with skin and don't add any coloring agents such as cocoa or coffee powder, you will get a very nice green ice cream, ideally for flavors such as pistachio. If you want to get a yellowish ice cream, for example for a banana flavor, you can use yellow zucchinis with skin. For a completely white ice cream, such as vanilla or coconut, You should peel the zucchinis before cutting them in slices and freezing them. If you want to create a red ice cream while using peeled zucchinis instead of strawberries, you can use a few grams of beetroot powder. If you use yellow zucchinis and a very small amount of beetroot powder, you will get an orange color. So with some creativity, any color is possible. No need for any artificial coloring agents. Next question. Do the zucchinis, strawberries, blueberries and banana need to be frozen? Yes, the zucchinis, strawberries, blueberries and banana need to be frozen completely when you use them in my true natural protein ice cream recipes. Otherwise, your protein ice cream will not get the right volume and texture. You will end up with a hard and icy product which is not scoopable and unpleasant to eat. Next question. Can I simply throw all ingredients in the blender without pre-blending the dry powders? Yes, you can throw all ingredients together in the blender and start mixing. However, I have experienced that this is a messier approach with more powdered ingredients sticking to the wall of the pitcher, and it may more often happen that you encounter a big piece of frozen veggie or fruit in your ice cream. So although it looks like a less time-consuming approach, I anyway do not recommend it. Next question. Why do you use blueberries and strawberries with vanilla whey instead of berry-flavored whey to make your berry-flavored protein ice cream? Well, because the taste of protein ice cream made with real berries is much better than the taste of protein ice cream made with artificially flavored whey protein powder. On top of that, blueberries and strawberries are very healthy because of the large quantity of phytonutrients and antioxidants they contain. This was the last question. This container with protein ice cream is 1 hour of ultimate pleasure. 60% of it is healthy veggies and fruit, and most of the rest is very high quality protein. What more do you want? If you have never tried my true natural protein ice cream before, then try it today. It will change your life forever.
After you have clicked the like button of this video and subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can download for free my true natural protein ice cream Excel sheet, which contains all information you need to prepare the true natural protein ice creams, including the recipes with a complete list of ingredients and quantities and detailed directions of preparation, as well as detailed nutritional information for many different protein ice cream flavors, such as vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, coconut, cookies, coffee, etc. Do it right now.
Don't forget to watch my other videos, in which I explain in detail how you can make all my true natural protein ice creams. Thank you and wish you lots of pleasure, without guilt.
True natural, baby, yeah!